Okay, so she's in a down. She's going to hold it. And since we've been working on this, have her as far as you feel she'll listen without her seeing you. And we're not going to call her so that she doesn't learn every time you walk away with it down to just get up and run to you. We're going to mix it up. Oh, she got up. So you're going to have her lay
She
down.
went up.
And just see if you can walk, halfway to her and imply that she should lay down without having to go the full. Yeah. So it's not like a whole extra effort if you don't need to make it. And then you are willing to bring her back if she did get up.
Okay. And you want me to distract her?
Yeah, do something that is like real life, slamming the gate again, opening a door, make where she can't see you, just to add circumstances to her ability to hold the command and apply it. And if she stays there, you come back and you reward her if she's holding it in a calm way.
She's still there.
There she is. And Tim should be the one to reward her because he gave the initial command. Ideally, unless it's an emergency, the handler who gave the initial command should be the person to follow through, reward, and even to give, like, let's say you were going to make her listen, Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
Tim should release her with an okay we're using.
Before.
Yeah, because in an ideal world, if you went to go walk her, she should be like, no, I'm locked into Tim's down here. I'm not getting up. So that's the little things is she that's committed to command? Well, probably not. Most dogs aren't. So we got to work on building up to some kind of commitment that looks like that. So at least in real life, the commands work and apply.
And you pass the control then.
Yeah, and it's just she's in it's like I said, it's like your Netflix account, right? Like you log into Netflix, you got Tim's account, you got Michelle's account. Well, it's still Netflix, but you got to log it in to work with you, and that's kind of now when I say okay and pass the handler and they initiate commands, now we're logging into and that's why dogs have a difference in how they listen to people, relationship wise. They'll feel like, oh, with you I get into this account versus someone else. We're trying to get them into, because a lot of dogs listen to the trainer we're trying to get them into that account running where it's like almost implied set of rules and levels of listening and good behaviors. Some people have to work hard at programming and developing that account. That's kind of what we do in our training.
Okay.
Don't work too hard for eye contact.
Don't work too hard for eye contact.
Yeah, no, I saw you really. He wanted it. I'd rather just stand there and wait, or just have a treat, and then if she finally zeroes in, you give it to her with that timing. Give her a yes marker if you want to also. And just build distance, duration, distraction, 3 Ds.
She's slowly getting.
This is going to wear her mind down too, because she just having the focus for long duration, especially when you add distractions and new circumstances or learning something new. It's mental exercise. Like that's a big part of where dogs get discontent, or like they looks like, well, I ran you 2 miles. What gives? Their brain is like a pressure cooker. They need outlets for it. That's why training can't be quick and simple. It's got to be commitments and deep levels of focus and adding difficulty.
That flirt stick, what do we do with that?
You flirt, you flick it around, make her chase it, and then you have to give her a command. So you'll have like a structure to it. So you'll have her sit. That'll be hard because she'll know what it is once she plays with it. Then you say get it. Get it means to go chase it, tug it, go put it in your mouth. Like a thing you wouldn't want her doing for most items. This is now the word that means you can go get it, or to chase a ball. Go get it, pursue it with your mouth, and hold it. Then what we do is we tug a little bit so she gets excited, because you tease her. That's what I call a flirt pole, and then you tug. Then you want to make her drop it. And the drop it, I think we talked about where you tell her drop it, and the teacher, you put the treat by her nose. It's got to be pretty enticing if she's into it. And then she'll let go, ideally, of the item she's holding and associate that by letting go. Drop it means that word, that action. And then we should expect it at a point after you do it enough with different items. And then you say, get it, and do it again. If she has a hard time dropping it, it's a good idea to actually have her sit or lay and just kind of reset, then initiate. Because sometimes if she's not dropping and she's too stimulated, having her sit, then focus on you, then drop it might be a good segue command, just so you get better. Especially with that game, you don't want her playing around with it. You want it really under control so you can, because you want her respecting you, because you're going to try to do that daily, and you don't want her in that wrong state of mind where she's barking at you, trying to control it.
Make her sit or down, whatever, right?
Yeah, we were just
before
talking
you
about
do
this.
it, and then after you say drop it, if she doesn't drop it, try that to get her to calm down, then reattempt to drop it, and then she stays in a command till you say get it and start another round of play. And tease her again. Don't let her grab it every time. Like flick it so when she goes to get it, you go beyond her mouth and it tricks her. And then let her get it, so encourage her to want to do it again. It's great exercise though. I'm gonna do it today with my dog soon.
Yeah, we've been playing, but I was like, I don't know what the point of this is.
The
But
point
now
is to
she-
wear the shit out of her
Yeah.
and to
Okay,
actually
and
like give her
great
drive outlet. She needs something to chase and bite and tug, and it's a
Okay.
good way in addition to fetch. It's like fetch, even finding. I mean, the dogs like her need that. You need to get to like where she's fetching things further, or you're hiding it, and then she goes and looks for it on her own with her nose. As you
Okay.
advance her ability to hold her attention drives to to what she wants to chase. It's like simulated hunting, but she's not going to go
Okay.
hunting. So we're going to go pretend
Yeah.
and give her. Why? You don't want her frustrated. You want her well exercised, and you don't want her hurting you. If she has too much pent up need to chase stuff and move when stuff moves, they start doing it to their humans, and now you got a dog that's following everywhere. And that's where we talked about originally, the overreactions to the guests, separation anxiety, lack of respect for you because they're keeping track of you like you're a resource they have to herd instead of waiting patiently for you to initiate the coming and goings and activities. And if you give them enough, it's fair as anything to expect it.
And she is getting better at some of that, I think.
Oh yeah, it's clear. That's why we're working on this stuff, the fun collective training. Just make sure, that's why I said with the barking at you in little areas where she gets disrespectful, make sure you're
Yeah,
being
that
clear
was
in the
good.
boundaries and you're establishing your command, because it's not about correcting her when she does it as much as making her feel that, well, yeah, mom said a command, that's the best thing to do. That's even why I'm recommending, like for her feedings, add more training, the heel or any other exercise place, have her go to her place, and when she settles, bring the food small increments at a time. It takes longer, it's a pain because you probably have other things to do, but for her, it's the strongest resource she gets of the day. It's the biggest, most voluminous one. Make her earn it and build some better focus and that more working relationship. She's cocking her head. She's like, "Oh, are you talking
She's
to me?"
one of the, yeah, she's one of those dogs that isn't food driven in her meals. Like we'll put it down like she hasn't even eaten her breakfast yet.
Well, maybe you don't give her such leniency. I really recommend, some trainers say once a day, but I say twice a day and pull it after 10, 15 minutes. And she'll figure it out. That's going to help also, just her respect. And her free feeding means she's hunting around the house, because the dogs, they start scanning and patrolling, and that's the issue. Not only just following you, but in general in that environment. That's another reason why it's good for dogs to have scheduled meals and to eat when they're kind of learning how to see it this way. From your hand and through training exercises, so it's more scheduled and they're earning it, and it's so less food, less treats that she gets in training for like the special ones, and more of just using her kibble.
Okay.
Yeah, and just don't let her roam the house to get her food. Let her earn it, because it tells me that she might be getting too much, tracking, or again, like hunting and patrolling the house looking for things, or what you're doing when it's not necessary at all.
And treats, yeah.
Gives her own choices that she doesn't need. And if you're filling treats to supplement it or compensate for it, she's like, why would I eat the food if I got the better stuff coming to me? So
yeah, or I'll try for the better stuff, and if I don't get it, then I'll go eat, I think.
And most dogs don't starve themselves. After a day or two, they'll figure it out. Just got to be a little more strict, and it's got to come and go more on a schedule.
Okay.
All right, let's bring her in the house. We can we'll do some place training just to finish up. So you're gonna go back, put her on the short leash if you have it.
Yeah.
If not, you can just heel her with the long one in, and then we'll just place her and we'll have her just lay. I do want to see like how she reacts to you moving around the house, just everyday stuff, and then we'll finish up.